Good morning, El Paso.
The search is underway for a missing Egypt flight that was en route to Cairo. I'm ABC's Megan Hughes. All of the latest coming up.
A crash involving a semi shut down a portion of I-10 this morning. We have the details from our round-the-clock news team.
A crash also involving a Sun Metro bus leaves one person dead. What Sun Metro is saying.
Live, where news comes first. From the Mesilla Valley and Las Cruces to El Paso and the borderland. This is ABC7's Good Morning El Paso.
Breaking news developing overnight. An Egypt Air flight from Paris to Cairo has reportedly crashed.
And Egypt State TV confirms the flight was missing as of late last night. The plane had 66 people on board.
We will have the latest developments throughout this hour of Good Morning El Paso. But first, we want to wish you a very good morning, El Paso, Las Cruces, and Juarez. I'm Stephanie Valle.
And I'm Hillary Floren. Happy Thursday, everyone. Let's go ahead and talk about the forecast right now. We've got Iris Lopez in the house. Good morning.
Good morning, ladies. Good morning to you all. Yes, it is Thursday. We are almost to the weekend, and it is going to be a beautiful weekend if you want to plan ahead. Warm temperatures. But right now, we're going to take a look at a picture from yesterday, Las Cruces. You got most of that storm. We got some rain here in El Paso, but you all had that hail. We had a bunch of viewer pictures. I'm going to show a bit more because we had some people comparing a quarter-size hail to the actual hail. You can see Valerie Johnson shared this picture with us. Valerie, thanks for sharing it. Temperatures right now, if you're going to be heading out to school, taking the kiddos to school or going to work. 51 here in El Paso, so a bit cool. Over in Las Cruces, your temperature's at 44, so you might want to take that heavy jacket, but later on you're going to be tossing it away. Here's a closer look at those temperatures. 55 over on the east side of town. Good old Fabens at 49. Then we've got those 50s, Loma Terrace, Valley View Middle School, and Presa Elementary School. Coming up, we're talking about those warmer temperatures. For tomorrow, are those rain chances still going to be in our forecast? Plus, this weekend, as I mentioned, a nice weekend. Back to you.
All right, thanks so much, Iris. And now to round-the-clock coverage. I-10 West near Fort Stockton is clear this morning, but a semi did roll over just before 3 a.m. by mile marker 75. This is video of the scene here from our round-the-clock crew. An ABC7 viewer told our newsroom that traffic was backed up for over a mile while emergency crews had to clear that semi off the road. According to officials on the scene, no one was taken to the hospital.
This morning, Egypt Air Flight MS-804 from Paris to Cairo is missing with almost 70 people on board. Egyptian officials are reporting that the plane has crashed. The Airbus A320 was last spotted over the Mediterranean Sea en route to Cairo. ABC's Megan Hughes continues our complete coverage this morning.
This morning, passengers' families worry and wait at Paris's Charles de Gaulle Airport. At 11:09 local time, Egypt Air says flight MS-804 left Paris for Cairo, but disappeared off the radar 3.5 hours later. Egypt Air says the plane vanished 10 miles after entering Egyptian airspace, reportedly at 37,000 feet. ABC News aviation analyst Steve Ganyard says it's a troubling detail.
An airliner at cruise altitude is a very safe place to be, and there's no reason in the world that an airplane should just disappear other than something nefarious or catastrophic happening.
The airline reporting on Twitter that one child and 2 infants were among the 66 people on board that flight. Egyptian armed forces now search for the plane. Ganyard is optimistic that questions will be answered.
I think we'll have a pretty good idea whether the airplane did just disappear, which may suggest a bomb, or did it go into some sort of steep descent. But I think we have some data that will allow us to find the aircraft wreckage.
Back in March, another Egypt airplane was hijacked and diverted to Cyprus by a man described by authorities as psychologically unstable. Last October, a Russian passenger plane over Egypt's Sinai Peninsula was blown out of the sky, killing all 224 people on board. U.S. and U.K. officials said that was likely a terror attack. At this point, officials aren't speculating what happened to flight MS-804. It does not appear there were any Americans on board. Megan Hughes, ABC News, Washington.
In other news, ABC7 is waiting to learn the identity of a man who was killed after being hit by a Sun Metro bus yesterday evening, right at the intersection of Bob Mitchell and George Dieter. Police say the motorcyclist was taken to Del Sol Medical Center and later died from his injuries. No word here on who was at fault. In a statement sent out last night, though, Sun Metro released it saying, quote, "We extend our condolences to the victim's family and friends. This was an unfortunate incident. El Paso Police is investigating, and we at Sun Metro will be conducting an internal investigation investigation as well.
New this morning, a deadline quickly approaching for parents who want to enroll their children in the El Paso School District's free pre-K program. Good morning, El Paso's Denise Olivas joins us with the details. Denise.
Good morning, Stephanie, and that deadline is tomorrow. EPISD announced the start of its universal pre-K program in January, but EPISD isn't the only district accepting applications for the next school year. Isleta ISD is also looking for new students. Last year, YISD was the first local district to offer pre-K for free, regardless of economic status or where residents live in the county. Both EPISD and YISD are open districts, meaning you don't have to live within its boundaries to enroll. With declining enrollment for both districts, free pre-K may be a way to bring in more children. YISD invested $1.5 million in the program, and it's offering classes at 15 campuses. Registration there will be open until July. And EPISD is offering morning and afternoon sessions at 8 of its campuses. I've posted links to both districts' websites at our links mentioned section, KVIA.com, and we'll talk more about the pre-K programs at both districts coming up in our next half hour. Hillary, back to you.
Great programs to take advantage of. Thanks, Denise. The search is over for a woman who left her baby at a Las Cruces hospital. From the ABC7 New Mexico mobile newsroom, officials with the Doña Ana County Sheriff's Office say 23-year-old Monique Rojas is now behind bars. She was wanted for questioning after she took her son to the hospital last week. The 9-month-old suffered serious head trauma and 2 collapsed lungs. The baby was rushed to a trauma center here in El Paso. It's believed Rojas traveled to El Paso to visit her baby, but by doing so, violated the terms of her parole. That's when a warrant was issued for her arrest. The sheriff's office is not saying how or where she was taken into custody.
It's coming up on 6:07 now. Time for weather and traffic on the 7s.
Well, I am preparing you for the morning so you can know exactly how cool it's going to be. Your bus stop forecast, 57 to 63 degrees. This is from 7 o'clock well up until your 9 o'clock hour when you are heading to work or dropping off the kiddos at school. Those winds won't be much of an issue. There'll be calm winds for El Paso, Las Cruces. Cooler temperatures for you all. You can see your temperatures are going to be from 53 to 63. You're going to have those clouds up in the sky. Your winds will be a lot calmer. Now, rain chances do remain in our early morning forecast because we still do have a little bit of that moisture in the air. Walking out early this morning, I could smell as if that rain was going to come down. So I will talk to you more about that rain and to see how cooler or how warmer we're going to get for the next few days. Hillary?
All right, thank you so much, Iris. And now we're talking about our text-out traffic cameras, taking you outside, looking at I-10 and Trade Center over on the west side, where you can see things are moving along pretty steadily. No problems to tell you about on the roads. We'll keep an eye on things. We do have a traffic alert, though, for you. I-10 in West El Paso. This is a reminder that the left lane in both directions will be shut down. This is happening between close to the Sunland Park area to the bridge by the old Estarco site. Now, this closure has been ongoing, as you know, if you've been driving through this area. It starts at 9 o'clock this morning. It lasts until 4 in the afternoon, and it is happening today and tomorrow. Hillary?
All right, thanks, Steph. It's 6:08. We have much more to come right here on Good Morning El Paso today. The state of Arizona taking action to keep I-10 open after numerous closures due to the weather and the dust. We'll tell you what they have planned. And later, it looked like a winter wonderland in some parts of the borderland yesterday. Take a look at this. We'll have more details coming up. This is ABC7, where news comes first.
Start with a new litter without any perfumes. The smart choice is Cat's Pride Fresh and Light Ultimate Care, unscented, hypoallergenic.
Cats are complicated.